Hey everyone, it's me Hallease back with another video. So because I'm living my bestest place life, I think we're gonna just get back to vlogging because that's kind of how this has to go. You know what I mean? I can't do my beautiful, set up nicely framed Hallease with these birds. Um, so we're just gonna get back to vlogging. And I feel like today is a good day to talk about the new microphone that I got. I got the Rode Video Mic Plus Pro. I'll put some snazzy B-roll. And so I'm gonna start using this microphone and just to see how it works in a variety of different settings. Also, a reason why I feel like this video should be all about audio is because my friend Diego, he's gonna be at South by Southwest, and he asked me to film some B-roll of him at South by Southwest. And I thought, man, my current mic setup for on-the-go shooting, that's not gonna cut it. But then I heard about this mic and was like, time to invest. One thing I always do is I always try to wait to invest in new gear until I actually have a situation where I know I will use that gear. So that's what we're gonna do today. But first things first, let's go get some drink. Something I will say already is that I love how this microphone automatically turns on when your camera turns on. Like, that's invaluable. But yeah, something I also will say about audio is that a lot of times there's so much footage that I have that I've shot with the intention of doing something with it on this channel that never ends up seeing the light of day. And a lot of times it's because of the audio, and I'm just not satisfied with the audio quality. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with, I took audio classes in college, and it's just something that's super top of mind for me, It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's the way Peter McKinnon thinks about his B-roll, and like, it's constantly just thinking about B-roll, For me, it's like, it's audio. I'm constantly thinking about audio. If there's too many blips, there's too much background noise, like it upsets me. And which is another reason why I'm doing this whole section outside right now, because I want to see how good it sounds. Like a plane is about to go overhead, because I'm near the base. So there's a lot of planes all the time. For example, again, this video is about Diego and Tiffany. We went and hung out with them in Houston, and I have some footage of that. I'll probably cut it into this video a little bit, but that was before I got this microphone, and I wasn't really thinking about audio hardcore the way I should have been. And so, I'm just kind of iffy about it. I don't know.
Because I always just assume that Diego didn't do something, and it's happened like twice recently where he's like, when I'm like,
written off.
Oh, you didn't do
marriage,
this
man.
thing, and then he was like,
puppy, look at you. I think somewhere in between where like what I typically got and what you normally got.
You would do that.
Yep. It's all for the facade. Sure, thank you.
It just stays in a mound.
It's like a bacony hash thing. This is actually a really good test because I'm in Indie Coffee, which is where I usually go most days in the morning to grab a latte and also do some work. And they usually always have pretty decently volumed music here, so much so that I wouldn't usually feel comfortable shooting a video in this space. But I want to see with this new microphone if it's so directional that it can still pick me up even with the music in the background. Now, what I've usually been using to vlog is the Rode Video Micro, which is this little guy, and I've done reviews on it and everything, and this is a great little microphone. It costs around $60, and I would highly recommend it. The thing is, I just feel like I've outgrown it, you know? And I've noticed that at times it can be difficult to get the quality of sound that I want on the go, which is why usually when I'm doing sit-down videos such as this, I'll have my upgraded Rode mic correctly positioned in front of me the way I like. But when you're running and gunning, this thing automatically ups your audio very quickly. But if I can run and gun with a little bit better quality audio, can't beat that. So if this does sound good and you're able to catch everything I just said well, even with the background noise of this coffee shop and the background music, I will let you know what settings I'm using on the Rode Pro down here in a pretty little graphic of some type way. So for comparison, here is the audio here in the coffee shop, background music, people doing things, and me talking using the Rode Video Micro. And I'm going to assume that it's not too bad, and you can hear me relatively well, but it is still, the background noise is less like an ambient, and it's more probably inherently distracting. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. I'm in Austin now, so location switch. Hey.
So we are in a restaurant, so there are forks clanking, ice, there's the sound of ice, there's people talking, there's ambient music, you know, eating. Good evening. The high pass is at 75 right now. Hello, the high pass is at 150. Oh, hello, the gain is at -10. So the gain is at +20.
The gain is at -10. The high pass is at 75. I know.
All right. So the gain is at -10, but the high pass, the pass is at 75. So the gain is at -10, and the high pass is at 150.
In this moment, can you say that the high pass is at 150?
All right. So the high pass is at 150.
What's happening? What are we hearing in the
We are
background?
outside now, so there's wind, there's a little less clinking and clanking, but still some people talking. Birds.
So I found Diego's booth. It's behind me, and I think he's already demoing the game, so we'll see what it ends up sounding like. Hopefully you can hear him.
Hi, so we're at South by Southwest Game Expo 2018. This is the IGDA booth, also known as the Austin Game Devs booth. They were kind enough to offer me some demo time at one of their tables, which I'm super grateful for because it's very, very difficult to get in on something like this when you don't have a budget. Yeah, I'm demoing Aqualungers, my competitive treasure hunting game. It's a split-screen platformer where players explore the level to find gold and different kind of treasures and bring it back to the treasure chest score points. I like to think it's like difficult to try to explain it and not sound like a crazy person, but it's the type of thing where like it actually really comes together when you see people play it. So I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along so far. People seem to get really excited when they're playing it, and yeah, it's something I'm really happy working on.
So after doing a quick sound check on my laptop, that sounded pretty good. I found that having the high pass up to 150 was enough to ensure that Diego came in clear without completely obliterating the background noise. Have you tried this microphone or have any audio tips or tricks? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you when I see you.